Yo, what's good, guys? Alright then, so the first video of the projections channel, well, it was actually the second attempt. The first channel got banned because I made the mistake of uploading the same video on two different channels. Boomer moment, I know. I didn't know I couldn't do that. We move on. So, let's get straight into it, man. This is why you don't trade on Mondays. Simple. Look at what Bitcoin's doing now. And look what she's done all day. Yeah? False move, weak beginning. Spike the high, bring it back. Encourage all the retail traders to step in. Getting the moon boys in. You know, keeping people ready on, keeping everyone on edge. Yeah, look, let's get in. Bitcoin's jumping out all-time highs and what have you. Yeah? They know how to induce the market. And then look, bang, they reverse price. Another opportunity to get longs at lower prices. Yeah? We've been stuck in this zone for a little while now. Bitcoin did this not so long ago. And then she went on to explode. Yeah? Look at this little behavior here. Everyone thought Bitcoin was going to drop. False move to the high. Rise. Stop hunt rise. Drop. Took out the zone. Retrace. Formed a pattern. Can you see it? Notice what she did at the 200 EMA. Pin to the low, pin to the low. Not letting the liquidity go any further. Why? Because the general consensus here was Bitcoin was going to drop. Go back in the previous stream on that day, on the 9th. We talk about it. Yeah? Kind of helps if you go through YouTube and anyone that is live talking about cryptocurrency, just have a look at the chat. You're going to get an idea of what the masses are thinking. Okay? Let me just get rid of this for you. Don't really want disturbances. Forgive me. So where are we at? Well, look. Psychological low. Psychological high. Let me remove this for you. Oh, no. This is the psychological high. There she is. Yeah? Taps it. Pulls it back. This is the psychological low. Psychological high. They've used Monday to keep Bitcoin in a range. Now, on the principle behind the move from here, we've got the large W formation. All right, this was on the 15-minute time frame. Price comes up, continuously rise level 1, retrace, rise level 2, retrace. We are still in level 2. This would not be deemed as a break to the high in the sense working a level 3. If we look at where price was, it tapped above the previous zone. But what you have to consider is this. Right now, price is dormant. It's not doing anything and it's not going anywhere. The 200 EMA on the 15-minute time frame, which serves the 1 hour 50 EMA. So the 200 EMA is the 1 hour 50 EMA. Is showing a very strong support. First tap, second, third. Today, the 4th, 5th, 6th attempt, 7th. Okay, now we're going into a new session. All right, hasn't gone anywhere. They've kept this in the zone for a particular reason. Notice red candle, red, 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 red. If they're selling off, why is price not moving? Right, they're favoring higher prices because market makers get their longs filled at lower prices. Notice, look how wide these price swings are. All right, false moves, fast and false moves. They're there to trigger retail traders into the belief that price is going to continue down. Look what they've done. 50 EMA on the 15-minute time frame is the 13 EMA on the hourly. 200 EMA on the 15 is the 50 EMA on the hourly. They were tapping all these zones here, guys. They were taking them out because they knew guys had orders there. People that watch the moving averages set orders below because they think that if price breaks it, it's going to continue below it. And look, they did that just there. They spiked it. Bring it closer. They spiked, retrace back, continue again. Fulfilled the obligation of the retail trader. He's in his mind thinking, yep, happy days. We're going to drop price now. I'm going to ride this short. You know, baby, we done it, baby. We good. Yeah? And then they just snap price back up, take out the stops, use the liquidity from the stops to start a run to the upside. Notice how they recovered pretty much that candle there. Brought it back. Now look, red, green, violet, blue, blue. They're exchanging hands in this zone. They are just getting everybody's orders. No one knows what's going to happen next. And anyone that is sitting out there saying that Bitcoin's going to go up or it's going to go down, they're lying to you, man. We don't know what's going to happen. We zoom out. What do we see? We see an M formation. Could this be the start of a retrace back down to the 800 EMA on the 15-minute time frame, which is the 200 EMA on the hourly? We drop back down to the hourly for a bigger look at the picture. Right? We've got the 200 EMA right there. Ironically enough, it's in line with the psychological low. So we're looking and we're exploring variations of confluences that are coming into play. What is favoring a move to the upside and what is favoring a move to the downside? This is where you guys come into it. It's going to be based on your understanding of this strategy. It's your understanding of the market maker. Now, if Bitcoin does drop back down, she could actually visit this previous zone here. And that will be a valid place for Bitcoin to go. Why? Well, look, they previously built shorts at lower prices here. Sorry, started moving up. Okay? Getting price higher, and then they drop price all the way back down and re-tap this zone. Okay? Now, for me, the fact that they brought price back into this zone here tells me that towards the high of this candle, that's when they started building the shorts. All right? Consensus would say that we would need price to recover this whole candle for us to justify that they had got their shorts filled in that instance, and then by price coming down lower, they would have actually fulfilled all the contracts there. But that's not always the case. Yeah? The M1 formation, pivot point, has been confirmed. We anticipate the M3. That's confirmed. M2 has been found support. M4 in sight. That's what happened. They're trying to work the M3 up here, but it failed. But you also have to understand that the M1 to M5 is in a very tight zone. Usually, they are quite wide. All right? And the journey from M1 to M2, there's a massive gap in between. So you can see that price is now being contained. There is a huge amount of accumulation happening in this zone. We are presented with two scenarios. If this is level 2, then an attempt to the upside will be required and break out of this zone here to confirm that. If we're going to see that, what we would need is we'd need price to rise from here, break the M3, come back down, retest it, and then break to the upside. All right? And take out this previous zone, but price would need to continue further. It would need to at least hit 61,649. All right? For me to validate that is another move to the upside to form a formation and then start bringing price back down until they decide to form another formation. Okay? I mean, looking at the projections that we've got here, 64, 65, and, well, that's the midterm. And we've got 70 in sight. Those are my projections for Bitcoin. Yeah? So do you understand, guys, why you shouldn't trade Mondays? It's a terrible place to be in. I didn't place a single trade today. Nothing. Why? Because look. False move, weak beginning. Yeah? Ethereum. Same story, but Ethereum actually dropped off quite bad. Do we anticipate that this candle should be seen in the near future? Most likely. That's what we are projecting. Yeah? Ethereum is very, very volatile. But look, they're stuck in a zone. Where are we at? Here we go. Psychological low. Psychological high. They are within their range. They are working the zone. They are setting the spread. Look, candles, red, red, red. Spike the high, bring it back down. Tap the liquidity pools to the downside, bring it back up. Something's going on here. People don't know where to go. All right. We could also see an M formation here. Look, we can't hide. We're not going to deny it. Could this be an M pattern? Yeah? Could that be an M formation? The only way we're going to know if this M plays out is if she starts to break down and takes out the psychological low. The same with Bitcoin. We would need to see the psychological low being tested and broken down. Because if that was the case, we should be seeing previous zones here. Even if price comes down to the psychological low, but stays above this zone here, all right, then everything is still okay to the upside. If it breaks this zone, it invalidates the cycle, reset in play. Okay? Let's look at some Forex pairs. Euro USD. 6 days from its peak formation, right? It's been rising 6 days straight. She's effectively achieved her ADR times 3, all right? Now, she's in this zone. You can see there was a cycle up there. Rise 1, rise 2, rise 3, peak formation. Look, they're holding the zone, man. They are not letting go of this zone. Okay? What do we need to see for effectively Euro USD to drop? Well, look, they keep tapping the highs. We've effectively got a head and shoulders. There's the first shoulder, there's the head, and there's the right shoulder. Euro USD, okay, would effectively need to come back down into this zone to validate the W formation. This could be the stop hunt rise and then drop. So we will only know when that is going to come into play when they start breaking down and coming below the 1.1900. Okay? Projection for Euro USD. Look, that's my projection point for Euro USD. That's where I'm looking. There's no financial advice in this channel. I'm just giving you my opinion on what I think Ethereum, Euro USD, Bitcoin, what could they do? Who knows? It's all on you guys. Yeah? If you want to know when to enter, when to exit, go and pay someone for signals. But how long is that going to last? Aren't you going to be scratching your head thinking, well, how does he know to buy and how does he know to sell? If he can understand it, why can't I? Even at the most basic level. Yeah? Take responsibility when you're trading. Try and understand the game. Kiwi yen. Kiwi yen is holding the zone. Can you see a pattern here? Kiwi yen. Minor. Dollar yen. Major. Euro USD. Major. Alright. Euro GBP. Holding. Euro Swiss. Dropping. Euro CAD. Sort of rising. Euro Aussie, sort of rising. Swiss, rising. CAD, dropping. You are now witnessing fractional disparity. So what do we know? They are holding the majors. Holding the majors. Well, Kiwi yen, yeah. Well, that's another story. But they're holding the majors and moving the minors. Okay? There you go. Look, yeah? So important you understand that, because then you're going to know when to, or what currency pairs to look for. The same with Bitcoin and Ethereum. We're trying to establish that when Bitcoin moves, does Ethereum follow? If Bitcoin rises, does Ethereum rise? We're seeing a lot of that. When Bitcoin and Ethereum hold, do the alts move? We're trying to establish the fractional disparity in the cryptocurrency markets. And that's the purpose of the streams. Alright, so in terms of projections for Bitcoin, if Bitcoin breaks down, she would need to recover to this previous zone. But until she breaks away from the 50 EMA and she shows a retrace back to it, there is no entry point here, guys. There is nothing for anybody to do. Apply due diligence when you're considering entries. There is nothing happening right now. Same with Ethereum, same with Euro USD, same with dollar yen. I mean dollar yen and GBP USD, here's where you can get tricked. GBP USD and dollar yen are both forming patterns. So if GBP USD is going to rise, by that token it means that dollar's going to drop. But the same notion, if dollar yen is forming a pattern, we're anticipating her to move to the upside. What's happening there? Let's go over and look at gold. What's happening in gold? Gold is dropping. What does that mean? It means that investors are taking their money out of gold and they're putting it into risk-on instruments. Gold is likely to come down to this zone here. All right. Guys, I hope you've enjoyed this. All right. Going to upload another video shortly, so stay tuned. Take care.